Hello, this is a tutorial on understanding the feedback and rubric for the investigating square numbers criterion B task. And I'm going to use a good example of good student work to walk through the rubric. If we take a look at this slide here, we can see a really nice strategy to find more examples that have to do with this diagram. And you can see that this person has listed really well the table rows headings, in this case row headings, the base, which is the number on the bottom here, and then the square number, and then the results of the squared numbers, and then they've listed the ones place here. And so since this investigation is about finding a pattern in the ones place, this is a really good example of how to investigate and focus on the ones place. And you can see that in this example, this student started from 21 and went all the way up through to 30. So they've done a whole cycle of 10, and then they have gone beyond that. And they are able to really see a nice pattern in the ones place if they look at what happens in this ones place row of the table: 9, 4, 1, 0, 1, 4. And you can see at 0, it seems to repeat itself but go the other direction. So here goes 9, 4, 1, 0, 1, 4, and then you can see, and then it goes 9, 6, 5. And then here at the 5, it seems to repeat itself. So from 9, 6 to 5, 6, 9. And so this is a really nice way to investigate. So on the rubric, this student fell in the 7-8 band because they used a strategy that was systematic and thorough. And so you can see that it's systematic because they increase the base by 1, and it's thorough because they go through all the way from 21 to 38. So the next part of the rubric is the describing patterns or relationships as rules. And so let's take a look at what this person did. This student work said, when the base numbers go up, the ones place goes up like this. So this is a really good example of a general rule because number 1, it describes a relationship. So it says when the base numbers change, then the ones place goes up like this. Okay, so this could be improved, I think, by saying the ones place in the square numbers goes up like this, but basically they're talking about the effect of having the base numbers change and the ones place change as a result. So that's a good example of a relationship. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is that this person gives some detail about the pattern. And lastly, and this is really important, is that this general rule or this generalization does a really nice job of capturing what happens in the picture. Now, some of you had some really nice generalizations, but when you're given a picture and asked to investigate, or any prompt and asked to investigate, you have to think about what's happening in the whole picture. So because there's these lines here that are connecting to each other, you're meant to notice this connection between this one and this one, and also, wow, that's weird that this base is 1 but this base is 9. So what's nice about this general rule or this generalization is that it uses this connection between the fact that 1 squared, it has a ones place of 1, and 9 squared has a ones place of 1 in the square number. So that is really important, that when you investigate patterns that you are really taking a look at the whole picture. The last thing I want to take a look at is the last strand, which is verifying. And this student did a great job of verifying because they created 2 examples where they went through the whole pattern. And then they explained why, how their tables show that the whole pattern is happening. So this is a really good example of verification as well. Okay, well, I hope that video has helped you understand how the rubric works and and shows you an example of good student work so that you can understand investigating patterns better and improve your work next time.